Hi, this is Raven Starsparkles again for the next video for learning to play and maximize your enjoyment in the Shroud of the Avatar. I know I said I would not be doing a tutorial video for the Solace Bridge Outskirts questline. Well, I decided to record my run-through of it anyways and add my tips and tricks for it. I recommend you watch my video introducing the area first since I will speed through much of the travel in this one. First, let me show you what a nice player gave me. It is a horse mount. You use it from inventory or slot in your hotbar to ride. To dismount, you simply click the escape key. It cannot be killed and you will dismount when attacked, so never turn one down since they are basically risk-free and make travel much easier. First, we need to talk to Garridon at the river landing. When speaking to NPC, always try and grasp the gist of the conversation and click words within their replies because they are usually important. If all else fails, type help in the provided spot and this will usually trigger most quests. As you will see in some of these NPC, I have to type specific words to trigger a response. If it is important though, they will eventually give you the trigger word in a reply, once you click the right question. It seems Preston is having troubles coping with the events unfolding and Garridon wants us to go solve this issue either through compassion or violence. This is a good time to point out that actions within Shroud of the Avatar have rewards and consequences depending on the virtues you follow. We will cover virtues in a later video, but you need to decide early if you are going to be a bad person or a good one or even somewhere in between. It is not easy to change later, but it can be done. So don't rage quit if you accidentally kill a cage full of children. Of course, I will use a compassionate approach since he is obviously having some post-traumatic stress-related issues. I will not go George Patton on him and slap him across the face, even if it is what he really needs. For goodness sake, his homeland is ravaged by zombies created by the Obsidian Order. He needs to suck it up and either choose to fight or die. But it seems I have digressed somewhat. This is a good time to point out that he book The Sword of Midraz is an excellent read and makes this game even more enjoyable. As I pointed out in a prior video, Captain Kinsey is the central hub of the questline in Solace Bridge Outskirt and will eventually give you your first house deed. The Noble's Quest is a moral dilemma quest. There are many like it in the game and they provide a good moral quandary to think through. Many times, as with this one, there may not be a completely right answer and you may have to follow your heart, or your greed. You will see what I mean in a bit. They tell a pretty convincing story about their poor daughter, who was taken from them by a bad bandit named Hartley. Unfortunately for them, I have a particular set of skills. Sedgwick here has a pick up and deliver quest. Many of you might be saying to yourself, oh no, not a kill 10 wolves mission. Fortunately for you there are relatively few of these type quests and I have yet to see one in hundreds of hours of play that isn't interesting. This one is basically a gathering tutorial quest, so suck it up and go gather. The wolves come later in the video. You may think this is sped up but this is actually my actual collecting speed. Just kidding. This is the quest item deliver window I spoke of in an earlier video. When a quest giver needs an item it will open your inventory window and set quest items to unhidden. See, I knew he needed more items but their trigger word wasn't on screen. Typing help triggered the next quest. If the window doesn't automatically open you can type the item name in the input and it should pop up. I did not get enough, he wants 5. He needs feather which we will get later at the farm. Make sure you knock out as much of the in-camp quests as you can before you head to the swamp, farm, or cemetery areas. This is your first loot drop quest. The heirlooms she wants have a chance to drop in bandit loot in the swamp area. After you complete the quest you can still bring them to her for 250 gold each. This quest will not show a complete but you need to talk to both the adventure trainer and the craft trainer before Kinsey will give you more quests. Even if you have already spoken to them before. I will go ahead and buy my unlocked sword skills and slot them in my combat hotbar. The colored skills and spells are glyphs that you need to activate from your hotbar and can use in decks. The grey-colored glyphs are passive and do not need to be active to give you their effect. I also bought and slotted the trip skill from the subterfuge skill tree. To move glyphs just drag and drop them. When in combat mode, and if turned on in options, you can do a dive left, or right, or backflip by double-clicking the A, D, and S keys respectively. I need to make sure my quest items are not set to hidden, so I can see when I find an heirloom. When you find the hut in the swamp, you will begin the moral dilemma I spoke of earlier. You will discover Hartley and learn, if you believe him, that he and Liliana were lovers and the painting is all he has left to remind him of her. He will also buy heirlooms you find in the swamp, but don't sell him any until you complete the quest from Heloise. Maybe he is not the scoundrel her parents tried to claim he was. Or is he? In a minute I will show you some more clues that you must judge when making your decision. Over by this tree you will find a small memorial to Liliana. Maybe his story is true. You can either pay respects to her memory or desecrate the memorial. Make sure you carefully read the tooltip that appears as you hover over the hot points. I will pay my respects. But am I doing the right thing? Beside the memorial is a suspicious rock. Under it you will find a key. The key of course it to Hartley's shack. In it you will find the painting. You will have to decide whether to give it back to Hartley or to Liliana's parents. I will show you how to get an extra painting, but as you will see later you can only successfully give it to one party unless I am missing something. If the door is locked you use the key on it, otherwise you don't need it. You can keep it in your quest items though and return any time in the future too. This is what I spoke of in earlier videos. Most places in Sota have decorations and items that you can simply pick up. If the cursor is green then there are no legal or virtue-related repercussions. Let's take some whiskey, it helps makes the stars sparkle. I decide to give Hartley the painting and complete the quest here. However, I also learn he is careless with such an allegedly treasured item. So I will go back and take it again. Is he lying? Is all this shrine making an elaborate ruse to lure unsuspecting new avatars into never returning the true painting he stole from Liliana to her parents? Am I thinking about this way too much? Yep, right back where he carelessly left it before. Nope, still no heirloom. Let's go to the farm and come back later. We know we need feathers. I hate that I have to kill these chickens. It is for a good cause, my feathered friends. Looks like I will need to wait till more spawn or look behind the barn. Let us get his other quests first. It is a kill wolves quest. But it is a get the items from the boss and not a collect X quest at least. Wait, what? Feathers. Did I not have to kill those poor chickens? Oh, what have I done? It seems he also wants me to gather him some cotton because his employee Dawson is skipping work. Dawson is not an actual quest, but the reason he hasn't been at work for a while can be discovered by looking around the farm. If the alpha wolf isn't in this den, you will need to run around killing the beaters until he spawns. Here he comes now. The trip skill works real well on bipeds but doesn't work too well on quadrupeds or octopeds or basically anything with more than 2 legs. Well, ironically it does work on things with no legs sometimes. To get loot off of animals, including dragons, you need to skin them. For this reason a good skinning skill is useful even if you don't intend to process the animal parts later. Okay, now we need to get that heirloom for Heloise. Finally we found one. I believe you can only find one at a time, so you must turn in the one you have found before trying to find another. Okay, back to camp to turn these quests in. As you can see, the Langstons won't accept the painting after you have given one to Hartley. However, if you give it to them first, their tearful gratitude will really make you question whether they are the evil beings Hartley said they were. Am I a monster or a saint? We need to turn in the feathers to Sedgwick and then the heirloom to Heloise. Finally, we can get more quests from Kinsey. She wants us to go talk to the Alchemist. I think we will end this video here and return for a second half to wrap things up next time. If I missed anything or you know other tips, tricks, or secrets, please comment below. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. If you click the notification bell, you will be alerted when I post another video.